Hello everyone. Today is another instrument exploratory, and the instrument for today is the Could anyone name it? Okay, so it's a big instrument with a bell and this slidey thing that moves around. And if you guessed trombone, you got the answer right. So today's instrument is the trombone. We're going to discover some new things about the trombone, maybe some things you didn't know, and we're going to see some guest soloists perform some amazing feats on the trombone. So pay close attention. There might be a Kahoot later about this very instrument. Fun facts about the trombone. The trombone is a member of the brass family. As we know, there are 4 instrument families: woodwinds, percussion, strings, and brass. Trombone is in the brass section, more specifically the low brass. The mouthpiece of the trombone is very similar to a trumpet mouthpiece, but it's about twice the size. The trombone shares the same mouthpiece and the same range as an instrument called the baritone. They're both low brass instruments, but there are no valves on the trombone. Instead, there's a long slide that's moved back and forth in different positions. There are 7 different slide positions on the trombone in all. First position is when the slide is all the way in. 7th position is when the slide is pulled all the way out as far as it can go until there's no more room. The further out the slide goes, the lower the note tends to go until you try to raise the note with your mouth, your lips, your airstream. We call that your embouchure. Here are what the 7 different slide positions sound like on the trombone, from number 1 all the way out to position number 7. Since the trombone is very unique in that it's the only instrument that has a slide, it can do something really cool that most other instruments can't really do. It's called a glissando. Trombones are very popular instruments because they can be used for almost any type of music. Trombones commonly appear in school and in marching bands, in military bands, symphony orchestras, jazz bands, Dixieland groups, funk bands, jazz fusion groups, blues and ska bands, and even rock bands use trombones sometimes. We're going to watch a couple musicians that are very skilled trombonists. The first is a jazz professional named Aubrey Logan. She's a vocalist and a professional trombone player, and I've gotten to see her live. She's amazing. She's going to play an arrangement she did of Uptown Funk.
This hit that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer out of white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces, styling, wildin', living it up in the city. I got Chucks on with them Saint Laurent. I gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Ooh, you're gonna make a dragon retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. Ooh, am I bad about that money? Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. 'Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to ya. 'Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to ya. 'Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to ya. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Woo! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh.
Aubrey really is an amazing trombonist and an extremely gifted vocalist as well. So it's a rare quality to be able to do two things musically that well. And she had a lot of fun, it looked like, doing that version of Uptown Funk. I hope you enjoyed watching her. Next, I'd like to play a clip from Christopher Bill, who's a professional trombonist and a master looper. So a looper is somebody who can sample different sounds in real time and record them and then have them loop back while they layer other sounds on top of one another. Christopher is going to be playing Happy by Pharrell Williams. And all the sounds you hear not only are coming from Christopher, but they're done in real time. He didn't pre-record any of this. He starts with just a blank slate, and he records not only a series of trombone parts, which are very difficult to play, and he plays them perfectly, he also records rhythm parts, not using a percussion kit, but using his body, clapping his hands, beating his stomach. You'll see. It's really quite involved and amazing that he can do this. Let's hear Christopher Bill on his arrangement and his loops on Happy. Christopher Bill was able to do in real time, playing his trombone, creating all these loops, recording them, and at the same time adding elements of rhythm, percussion, different licks that he was just using his body for. Our last clip is one of my favorite trombonists. His name is Trombone Shorty, and he's one of the leading trombonists today. And he's playing with his band on an episode of Austin City Limits, and they're featuring a song, Where You At? We're starting the clip right at his trombone solo, and then it leads into the tail end of the song. So here is Trombone Shorty and his tune, Where You At? nothing to say about that clip. That was phenomenal. That just blew my mind. Now, all three of these musicians make their living playing the trombone. But before they were professional and famous at trombone, they were students just like you guys. And one day in band, they got presented with the option of choosing an instrument. And they chose the trombone. You guys are very close to that same process. Very soon we're going to be picking an instrument. If trombone is one you want to try, one thing you have to make sure is to produce a tone, you have to buzz your lips together. For me, at first, this was very difficult. Pressing them together while pushing air through the lips. It causes them to vibrate or to buzz. If we do that into the mouthpiece, we could get different sounds to come out. If you merely just blow like we do on recorder, nothing happens. And when I put that on the trombone, you'll hear blowing doesn't do the trick. You have to press your lips together firmly while air passes through them, causing them to vibrate or to buzz. And if you do that, you too can play the trombone. I hope you enjoyed today's instrument exploratory on the trombone. I really enjoyed teaching it to you, and I hope that eventually you get to play in band and some of you choose this wonderful instrument, because it sure is a lot of fun to play. Take care, everybody.